A growing number of Northern Virginia high schools delayed notifying students of their national merit recognition. Joining us now with more on this controversial issue is Parents Defending Educators Director of Community Engagement, Mailyn Salabarria. Thanks for being here with us.
Thank you for the invitation. Yes, it is really shocking what is happening. The first response that we're hearing from the school district is that this was like a first-time human error. But now it's kind of like curious that we're seeing this human error replicated in several high schools, in several school districts in the same area. So we're thinking, and what we're hearing from parents is that there are two possible choices here for this lack of proper notification, made in a timely fashion. Is that either it was gross incompetence that happened in several locations at the same time, or that it was simply done on purpose. In this case, either way, we believe, and what we're hearing from parents is that responsible administrators for this need to be held accountable. The consequences for students about this gross incompetence is really real. We're talking about lost money for college, lost opportunities of additional scholarships, and the impact on college admissions, because they are supposed to mark these on the initial applications that they submit. Again, this is real money that these students and these families lost. And as far as the impact, in the broader education system in general, it's a matter now of lost trust. It is disconcerting from parents, and no wonder now, they don't trust the school districts, they don't trust the school administrators, and we're seeing this massive flood of parents fleeing.
Well, so Mailyn, let me ask you, the implication is that the notification wasn't sent to students, letting them know that there were recipients of this commendation that would have helped them get into schools, would have helped them perhaps with scholarships, right? So Virginia's governor, Glenn Youngkin, is suggesting that there's a larger policy that could be at play, talking about the focus on equal outcomes. Is there any evidence that that's the reason that these students weren't informed right away?
Well, what we're seeing again from policies and kind of like referencing these districts is that as of lately, they have been very open in their priorities and their policies being focused on equity. And if that's the reason, then what we're seeing is the result of these equity-driven priorities affecting the top performing students in these school districts, everything in exchange for a false sense of equality. So that could be a possibility. And honestly, we find, and we're hearing from parents, that this is plainly insulting for those, disadvantaged or minority students that are supposed to be held by these equity-driven policies, because we're just crushing the actual merit system of the top performing students in those school districts.
Well, speaking of the system, then couldn't just the organization itself notify students and eliminate all of this problem?
Absolutely. We have Parents Defending Education, our team. We have contact. When we learn about this, we contacted multiple school districts all over the country, small ones, big ones, blue states, red states. None of them had any problem notifying their students on time when they receive these merit scholarships. So the question comes back to the same. Why in this community, why in these school districts, why in Virginia? Why nobody else had any problem notifying these students on a timely fashion?
Okay, and so then Governor Youngkin also asking the state's attorney general to investigate. What do you expect to come out of that?
Well, we are confident that the truth will be revealed. We are confident that accountability is going to play a role, and whoever was responsible for this problem at the administration level is going to be held accountable. Our students deserve that transparency, and they deserve that accountability.
All right, we'll continue to follow it. Mailyn Salabarria, thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you.